I'm feeding my family of 4 for under $15 at Aldi. Let me show you what I'm gonna buy and I'll show you how I cook it at home. I was so excited when I saw these sweet potatoes for $3. I'm not sure if they're 3 pounds or 5 pounds, but there are a ton of sweet potatoes here. Then I grabbed popcorn shrimp, which we love so much, and these green beans that you steam in the bag in the microwave, and it's just so simple and healthy. And then I did find the best find ever at Aldi, which was pizza dough for $1.19, which I'm not making pizza. I have a surprise. It's going to be really good. This is an Asian wing sauce, and it's kind of sweet, kind of spicy, and it's going to be so good with the popcorn shrimp. So everything together was $14.85. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 and scrub your sweet potatoes, and I'm going to dice them up to about 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes. Also, I cut the tips of the sweet potatoes off just because the ends can be kind of ratty like that, but do whatever you want, and I do leave the skins on. So this is an insane amount of sweet potatoes, and I checked the bag a million times, and I don't know if it was 3 pounds or 5 pounds. It does not say it anywhere on the bag. But I'm gonna put a bunch of olive oil on here and salt and pepper. If you wanna season it any different way, you can put whatever seasonings you want on there. Tons of pepper. So obviously we are not gonna eat all of this between the 4 of us. This is a ton of sweet potatoes, but this is gonna go into meal prep for the rest of the week. So you have a huge amount of food here, and so we are feeding more than 4 servings out of this meal, which is amazing. One of my favorite things to do with sweet potatoes, and you might think I'm weird, my kids think I'm weird for this, but you take plain Greek yogurt and put cold roasted sweet potatoes on top of it and a little bit of maple syrup. It's delicious, so it's really good. And fun fact about sweet potatoes, 1 medium sweet potato has about 4 grams of fiber in it. So they're good for you, they're delicious, and also don't let anybody tell you that regular potatoes are not also good for you. They are very, very, very nutrient dense. So these are gonna go in the oven. You could do 400 or 425. They take about 25 minutes, but check them halfway through, maybe flip them around with your spatula and just make sure they're not burnt. But the more space you give in between them, the crispier they'll get. I just don't have a lot of space on this pan, and this is like a big sheet pan. So cook them however you like, but this is what they look like. They're going in the oven. For your popcorn shrimp, there's nothing special about the way we're gonna cook these. They're just going in the air fryer. It says 7 to 8 minutes at 370 degrees. And so I'm just gonna put them all in there. And I feel like you're not supposed to put all of them in there at the same time because my air fryer is not big enough, but that's okay. This is what they look like. You know what? Not too bad. All right, that is going in. Let me show you one of the ways that I love to toss the sweet potatoes. My glasses are gonna get all foggy here. I like to take this and, oh my gosh, I can't see anything. Hold on. That's better. Okay, take that, and it just is so much easier than a spatula. And just kind of re-toss them in the olive oil, get them all mixed up. Yes, this pan is very loved. Okay, they are looking so good. Let's give a little one a taste. They're like halfway cooked. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna take the pizza dough. This is such a steal for $1.19. And instead of making it super thin, I'm actually just gonna cut it. Okay, not with this. Let me wash my knife off. Okay, that was not sharp enough. I'm gonna cut it into little bits. And let's see. I guess you could leave them like this for breadsticks, but we're gonna make this a little bit more fun. I'm gonna take all of these and I'm gonna cut them into these little cubes. Okay, so about that big, and then you're gonna throw them on the pan. So this is what they all look like, and I'm gonna take olive oil, pour it on top, garlic powder. See, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I feel like if it does work, it's gonna be so good. And we're gonna take some salt, put that on there, and then mix them all up. So we just get them coated in the olive oil, and then I'm gonna re-separate them so it's not like a huge mess. Okay, I don't really want them touching. I guess it's not the end of the world if they're touching, but we'll just kind of separate them, and I'm gonna toss them in the oven. You have to keep a good eye on these because you don't want them to burn, and you don't want to overcook them, so be careful. Okay, let me wash my hands. It says to bake them for 12 to 15 minutes, but I'm gonna check them around 5 minutes just because they're so tiny. The green beans cook in the microwave in their bag, and I'm gonna throw them in right now, 5 minutes. So the little mini roll bite things are almost done, and they're getting crispy on the bottom, so I'm just gonna kind of toss them around. They look so good. This was a very, very, very good decision. So I'm ready to plate everything up. It looks so good. I'm gonna give myself a ton of sweet potatoes because I love sweet potatoes, but I don't think everyone in my family is gonna have this much sweet potatoes. Okay, so how about that much? There is a ton on here. And this is what the shrimp looks like. Definitely enough. It says there's 5 servings of popcorn shrimp, so I think for 4 people, it's perfect. All right, so I'm gonna give myself that much, but there's still that much left. Okay, for the sauce, you could totally toss the popcorn shrimp in this sauce, but I don't know how spicy it is, so I'm just gonna pour it in here. This is what the sauce looks like. I'm gonna pour it in there. And then I know people have all sorts of feelings about cooking things in the bags, but that is the directions. That's what it calls for. So I've never had an issue with cooking it in the bag. This is what the green beans look like. I like these green beans from Aldi. I think they're awesome. We're just gonna stack them up. Definitely more than 4 servings in there. What does the package say? I think it says 5 servings, but yeah, it says 5 servings. Okay, I honestly think that these are the star of the show. You need to get the $1.19 pizza dough and make these little bites. All right, so I'm gonna put them over here. There's a ton. All right, so let's give it a taste. First, one of the shrimps in the sauce. This is a well-rounded meal, I think. That is so good. It's spicy, but I don't handle spice very well, and it's really good. Also, let me try one of these. Oh, hot. It's so good. Okay, this is a win.